My name is Janet Paulsen. I'm 53 years old. I live in Ackworth, Georgia. I'm a graduate of University of Georgia, and I'm a mom. I have twin boys. They're 21. I was shot by my husband on November 5th, 2015, when I was trying to get a divorce, and the threats started coming immediately. I had to file several police reports. I had to get a protective order. They were required to take all his firearms, but they let him leave with a firearm in his vehicle. They didn't take that firearm, and he shot me with it 5 days later. He shot me 6 times with a 9 millimeter. He shattered my right femur, my left knee. I have a through and through in my thigh. He shot me in the back that came out through my abdomen. He shot me through the side, and it took out a third of my right lung. And then the final shot hit my L2 vertebrae. So I was paralyzed from the waist down. I was DOA when they got me to the hospital. And my trauma surgeon cracked open my chest, shocked my hearts with electrodes, and then massaged it in his hand, and it started back. And I saw him, about a year after, and he said, "Janet, you're the 1%." And I didn't know what he meant by that. And he said, "Well, out of 100 times we do what I did to you, it works once." And I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. And that's when this wave of feeling humbled and also feeling a responsibility to be a voice for those other 99 people that didn't make it. And the women that didn't make it. Well, I'm on the executive planning committee, and I have one of the survivor spots on the board. And so I give, not only my story, but the pitfalls that I came across and my family came across, during this whole process of police reports, getting a TPO, and everything that happened afterwards. I'm really excited about the center because when these domestic violence situations, start to go on a downhill, it they can accelerate very quickly. And it's very confusing as to, what you should do. And I was fortunate enough that my family had resources, and we were able to hire an attorney to help us navigate. Okay, first you go to the police department, you fill out the police reports, then you go and you apply for a temporary protective order. And but it was so confusing, where do we go first? Where did we go next? What do we do after that? And with the center, all of these resources are going to be centralized in one place. And that includes law enforcement, the judicial system, domestic violence nonprofits, advocates, there's childcare there. And we're going to be able to guide, people through this process without them having to go to a zillion different places. And, I was lucky I had my own transportation, but, some women aren't in that same situation. Not only that, you don't want your abuser catching on, to what you're doing. Well, why are you going to all these places? What are you doing? And that's one thing that we're going to be able to do at the Cobb Family Advocacy Center. There's a lot of stigmas that, surround the whole topic of domestic violence. And, a lot of those stigmas are just not based in reality. What's critical is that, law enforcement and the judicial system take us seriously. I had the police reports, all of that. And it still seemed like I wasn't being believed. And that's one of the crucial steps, is that we have to believe a victim when they come forward. Because believe me, it took every ounce of courage that I had to walk into my local police department for that first police report. He shot himself once and he didn't make it. I did. They took him in an ambulance right behind me. And in the end, I was stronger than he was.